Yo, legends! Welcome back to Gaming Demon. And today, we're reviewing a game that asks one very simple question. What if surviving meant cloning yourself? I'm talking about The Alters, a sci-fi survival sim from 11-bit studios, the same emotional wizards who gave us Frostpunk and This War of Mine. But this time, instead of saving the world, you're just trying to survive your own drama. Released on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series XS, and available day one on Game Pass, this game is like if Outer Wilds, Sims, and Existential Crisis Simulator 2025 had a beautifully awkward baby. Let's dive in before the sun roasts us alive. You are Jan Dolsky, lone survivor of a mining accident on the hostile planet. The sun on this rock is lethal. You literally have to keep moving to stay alive. Your mobile wheelbase is the only thing between you and space-flavored toast. But here's the twist. You can't do it alone. So Jan creates alters, clones of himself. Same face, different paths. Engineer Jan, botanist Jan, philosopher Jan. It's like watching Spider-Man try to be the Avengers, if all the Avengers had the same anxiety. It's weird, it's deep, and it's probably the only game where you yell at yourself, while also trying to emotionally support yourself. So what do you actually do in The Alters? Build your base. It's a modular wheel that rotates to stay ahead of the sun. Think sci-fi hamster wheel with rooms. Assign clone jobs. Each alter has different skills. Some fix machines, some research, some cook. One might cry quietly in the corner. Manage mental health. Yes, even in space, workplace burnout is real. Give your clones rest, therapy, or just some beer pong time. Race against the clock. There's always a storm, malfunction, or clone spiral waiting to ruin your perfect day. It's survival, but instead of fending off monsters, you're just dealing with your own emotional baggage. What hits hardest in The Alters isn't the sun, it's the stories. Every clone, alter, has a personal history. They're you, but not quite. One Jan is mourning, one Jan is angry, one's literally just vibing with a plant, and every single one feels alive. You can have deep convos with them, unlock memories, even trigger mini-dramas, all while trying not to get incinerated by the next sunrise. And here's where it gets spicy. Sometimes they don't want to help. Sometimes they break down. Sometimes they start asking, why was I made? At one point, I was managing a therapy session while trying to fix the food processor. The therapist John told the cook John to stop projecting. And suddenly, nobody was eating. All right, let's talk about the real heart of the game. All right, let's talk about you do start in the way that. All right, let's talk about the real heart of the game. Clone Management Simulator. You think it's going to be smooth? You're wrong. Day one, all good. Engineer Jan's building. Botanist Jan's growing weird space lettuce. Day three, one Jan's mad you skipped his shift review. Another's locked in the social room, listening to jazz and crying. I swear, The Office would have been wilder if every episode was just Jan. Sometimes, you clone a new Jan with big hopes. Oh, sweet, a psychologist Jan. He'll help. But nope. He's having a breakdown about his own existence and refuses to talk unless there's coffee. You'll end up assigning 3 Jans to power control and then realize all of them are sulking in the corridor because one of them got a higher morale score. I'm not kidding. I had a clone refuse to fix the oxygen system because he wasn't feeling heard. At one point, the plant room caught fire. Why? Because botanist Jan decided to host a karaoke night and ignored the overheating lamp. You're not just building a survival base. You're running a space drama starring yourself. And it's fabulous. So, is The Alters worth your time? Short answer, yes. But buckle up. It's sitting high on review charts. Most critics agree it's innovative, emotional, and stressful in a good way. The presentation is clean, the music is haunting, and the story threads are beautifully weird. Of course, it's not perfect. Some interface stuff feels clunky. Clones sometimes glitch out. And yes, you will hate one of your own clones. Guaranteed. But even with those flaws, this is one of the boldest survival games of 2025. It's smart. It's strange. It's deeply personal. And most importantly, it makes you ask, if I could clone myself, would I even like me? All right, legends, that's a wrap on The Alters, a game about clones, emotions, base building, and personal trauma with a sci-fi backdrop. It's stressful, hilarious, sometimes depressing, but always engaging. You'll yell at your clones. You'll cry with them. You'll threaten to delete one and then immediately feel bad.
So, which altar would you make first? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button like you're rebooting the morale module. Hit subscribe for more chaotic reviews from Gaming Demon. And remember, don't clone yourself unless you have room for the drama. Gaming Demon, signing off.